Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name's Carol. This is the Gentle Writing Life, and if you're new here, hello. I have been adapting to disability for the last 5 years. I have a neurological condition that changed my life overnight and this channel is about how I got myself to the best place I can be, and I'm writing a book, so a women's fiction book. So this channel is about how I'm doing that, but I share my adapting things as well, because people might find that helpful. And the 5 years I've spent over COVID, struggling and managing through, might make your life easier and, you know, entertaining at the same time. I have a script because of my condition. I can't remember the words that I want to say, so I've scripted it, and this helps me keep on track so you don't have to listen to my boring ramblings. Hello, my name's Carol. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Carol. I've been adapting to disability for the last 5 years. I have a neurological condition that you can see affects my speech. I've done a video about your speech and my memory and other things, but I have been adapting to get my life to be the best that it can be. I believe we all deserve the best quality of life that we can have for us. So join me on my journey, where I'll show you about my writing, but also about my adapting, and see if any of the things that I've learned might help you too. And this is a place where we'll grow a community, and you can share what you found helpful and anything that you've not, and I'll do the same. And you know what, because we're human, sometimes there's the odd funny story in there. So today I want to talk to you about making the time for those small things that improve our lives. Following on from our last video about the benefits of going to the hair salon, I wanted to share another gentle way that we can support ourselves through small, regular appointments. And they can be appointments for whatever you want to do. And gentlemen, this includes you as well. If you like to go out and get your newspaper, do that. If you like to go, I know one of my neighbours, he likes to go and put a little bet on, so for him, he'll have a walk out to the betting shop where he's got friends there. And these small appointments, like having our nails done, having a facial or your eyebrows done, makes a difference. It all helps us through our day. Again, these can feel like small things that maybe we shouldn't do. We might think, oh, it's not essential. You know, we're in a cost of living crisis, which we are here in the UK, and I think it's similar around the world. I should be able to manage this myself. It's only for special occasions. And when our energy is limited, these are often the first things that fall away from our routine. And over time, we can feel less like ourselves. So I'm going to show you share some of the things that I like to do. One of them is, as you know from if you've watched the last video, I'll try and link it. I'm not that good yet, but I will try and link it so you can click on that one. I talked about going to the hair salon, but some days, if you're not well enough to do that, there are some good products out there. I'm not sponsored by anybody, so anything I show you is only because I found it to be good, and there might be other products out there that that you like. So if you do, please share them with us, because different things for different people, aren't there? But one of the things I like is this one. It's the company name is Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Advanced Clean Dry Shampoo. Actually cleans hair, plus softness and shine. And gents, it's easy for you to do as well. You literally just give it a shake, spray it in, and leave it on, and then give it a brush. Your hair smells clean afterwards. It's not like a big perfume though. Your hair smells clean, lovely afterwards. It feels like it does. It lifts it a little bit, and it just helps us feel fresher and better. So for the days you can't wash your hair or you can't go to the salon, find a good dry shampoo. I got this one on, my friend tells me we've got it on a website called Looks Fantastic, and they are like a discount beauty place, so it might be good for you to go and have a look there. And if you can't do the internet and go and find things like that, speak to a member of your family. If you've got a daughter, son, granddaughter, nephew, niece, get someone to help you, because it's worth going to have a look and have little treats like that for ourselves. So again, these can feel things like we shouldn't do, and often when our energy is limited, they're the first things to fall away. But we can still have fresh feeling hair if we find products that help us. But over time, we can feel a bit more like ourselves if we can do that. I found that it helps me hugely. These small appointments aren't extras. They are part of how I support my health and well-being and my connection to the world. And I'll tell you now about the ones that I do, and they're part of my social life. The people who do them are specialists in their own field, and they just are so lovely. So for example, I have a monthly manicure and I choose a polish. So this time I've gone for a really nice nude colour. So again, it doesn't have to be fancy. I'm not the sort of person that would have red nails, but what I do like is having my nails clean and fresh, and they're quite short, but they've got a little bit over the edge. And I would usually go for neutrals. Sometimes I go for a nice dark colour. But just try things. You know, the thing that I love is that you go to the salon and you see what other people are doing and what they're having. And so I have this saying that I say in there, you know, nobody died of the wrong colour nail polish, did they? So just choose a colour. Just choose a colour, because you're only going to have it on a few weeks. I have gel polish, because I type and because my coordination is not great. I bash my hands everywhere, so I keep my nails fairly short and neat, and have a gel colour on, and that protects my nails and keeps them looking nice then for the whole time. I used to have a job where I shook hands with people all of the time, so I always wanted to make sure my hands were clean and soft. I use a lot of hand cream. That's a good thing. The other thing about using hand cream is what's the word? It massages your hands, so it increases the blood flow to your hands and your fingers, and that makes a big difference too. So there are physical benefits. The smell is nice. Gentlemen, you can get a fragrance-free one, but it's still important for you to keep your nails clean and soft, because you can get infections around your cuticles and things as well. And with a medical condition, or if we're just a bit older and a bit more fragile in our lives, that makes a difference. I choose a coloured nail polish. That's always a nice thing for me. I try and have different things. So if I had neutral this time, next time I'll probably go for a dark, something like that. So, and that's just part of what I enjoy. Gives me a little lift to get back to doing something like that the way I used to. We you know, you end up sitting with somebody. I really enjoy spending my time with her. So the salon where I have my nails done, it's Lindsay. I've known her a few years now. She knows me very well. She knows my condition. She checks and makes sure everything's okay. Earlier last year I had a really tough year with a MS flare up and things, and she helped me make the decision to take a break from the gel polish and look after my nails in a different way, which I did. And now the back's strong again, and I'm back to my gel polish. So there are medical benefits too. Yeah, I also have a pedicure. I have somebody called Jenny. She's my foot practitioner, and she comes to my house once a month. She's fab. Again, we've become really good friends, just like Lindsay. We chat, we know about each other's families, you know, what have you been up to? She rides horses. I used to ride horses. Lovely. She's got a great sense of humour. We have a really good time. And she checks over my feet, makes sure everything's good, make sure they're nice and smooth and soft, and she does my toenails. I don't bother putting colour on my toenails. Sometimes I do in the summer if I'm wearing my sandals, but generally just keep them clean and soft and infection free. So that was really handy. And again, last year when I had a flare up, I had a difficult time. I had fluid build up in my body, which hugely swelled my feet and my legs. And Jenny was able to check over my feet and make sure they were okay. When one of them split, she referred me into my nurse practitioner. They were able to look after that and make sure I didn't get an infection until it healed. So there are great things like that that are good benefits. I would not have been able to see that in my foot. And because I have neuropathy down there, it's difficult. But it's still important for us to look after ourselves. So having your feet checked and your nails clipped is also part of my health and well-being, and it could be part of yours. And I would just say this: people get used to going to the NHS for things, but there are huge queues, and Jenny works privately, so there'll be people in your area, foot practitioners, who work privately. It's not expensive. So £30, so it's just once a month she comes. It's a part of my medical and my healthcare, and it's me taking responsibility of myself instead of just waiting for an NHS referral, which could take months. I feel better now. I love it. Get to know her. Great fun. There'll be somebody in your area. So it's become really important for me because I have some neuropathy in my feet, as I said, which many people with neurological conditions have. If you're somebody who is living with diabetes, you will know your foot care is really important for you as well. So that's something else to think about. You don't have to wait till the NHS people have a space for you. You can find somebody that comes to your home that you enjoy having that half an hour time with, and when they've gone you feel fantastic. It's really good social time as well. So for me, it's really important. There are things I might not notice myself, as I've explained, and that I'm not able to see clearly. So having someone experienced who I trust means those things can be picked up early. Last year during my MS flare-up, that I had that split in my foot, and something I hadn't seen. And because of that, I was able to get treatment quickly and avoid infection, which is especially important because I'm immunosuppressed, and you might possibly be too. So for me, it's not just a practitioner. Jenny is part of my health support, and I really enjoy my time with her. The wider benefits, and there are so many layers to this, again, as before. There's the physical health. Regular care can help prevent issues, as I've explained for me, especially when sensation or mobility is affected. Foot care is particularly often recommended for people with neurological or chronic conditions to reduce the risk of complications. Your mental well-being, taking care taking time to care for this has been shown to reduce stress and improve mood overall. Even small acts of self-care can support emotional resilience. So you could do your own manicure, yeah, soak your hands, give them a good scrub, a brush all around your nails. If you have a polisher or a nail and emery board, get them round, make sure the skin's nice and soft, get some hand cream in there, enjoy the smell, enjoy that lovely massage of your hands. You'll feel how they feel better. Also, you know, if you're someone who has cold hands and feet, improving that blood flow is really helpful. So if your hands are cold and you think, oh, I can't get my hands warm, wash them in warm water and dry them really well around your fingernails, and then give them a good amount of hand cream and give them a nice massage, and you'll find it improves the blood flow, and your hands might feel warmer then afterwards. So when your nails are done, when your skin feels cared for, when your hair's nice, that's a quiet shift. We feel more like ourselves again. Social appointments are also moments of connection, a conversation, a familiar face, as I've said, a shared rhythm over time. So if you've got an appointment to have your nails done, to have your eyebrows done, to have a facial, if you've got that in there once a month, then it's just lovely, something to look forward to. I think about what I'm going to wear, what colour will I have. If I know I'm going to go for like a chocolatey brown, I'll wear something that's going to match it. So when I come out, I feel fab. Some people might think it's superficial. It isn't for me. I love it. It makes me feel a whole lot better just for doing a very small thing. So we're also, remember, supporting our local community. So Jenny's a local small business for me. Susan is. So Susan has become a wonderful friend too. She is a reflexologist. I will do a different film on reflexology and tell you about that, because that massively made a big difference to my legs and the fluid in there and the pain that I was having. So I'll do another video on reflexology. So there's something meaningful in knowing that you are supporting someone else in their local business, a person building that for their own life. It becomes something reciprocal. So I'm giving to them to build their business. They're giving to me, they're sharing their skills. And again, they come regularly. It's somebody you can trust. There'll be somebody in your area for whatever it is you need. Even if you have somebody come to your house to do your hair. So perhaps you're somebody who really can't go out and do your hair. Maybe you're in a wheelchair. Maybe your local hairdresser has a step. These are all things that are barriers for us doing things. Maybe that's what's happening for you. So there will be mobile hairdressers near you. There will be mobile nail technicians near you who can come and do your lovely polish, or just do a manicure for a while, look after your nails and your hands that way. The thing I enjoy about it is that it's your choice. It's my choice. When we have a long-term condition, very often decisions are made for us. This is your medication. This is your doctor's appointment. This is your physiotherapy. All of those things. This is your diagnosis. These are things that are imposed on us or are part of our lives that we don't have control over. But these small things we can have control over. So accessibility and options, and this doesn't have to look one specific way. So maybe you have a salon visit, somebody comes to your home, a simple regular treatment. It's about finding what works for you, making it accessible and sustainable, so something that you can keep going with if it's what you like. So maybe you'll go to the salon and try it and you go, not so keen, not sure how I like my hair like this. That's fine, it's your choice. Try a different salon, have somebody come to you. You make those decisions. It's fun. You can think about what you want. Do you want your hair cut? Do you want to have a different style? If you're going regularly, you can have a different style. All of those things. Gentlemen, the same for you. You can have a electric shave most of the time, and maybe once a month you let it grow out for a few days and go and have a wet shave. I always think a wet shave looks like it's the most gorgeous, luxurious thing. When they put those warm towels on you, they do that for a facial, don't they, ladies? And it feels gorgeous. And I can imagine it's exactly the same. It might be worth you checking in with your local barbers and see if you can get a wet shave. Lovely. Oh, the other thing I'll just say that I think is a great idea for things like that as well is find out if they do vouchers. Imagine that. So next time Father's Day comes around and your children say to you, Dad, what do you like? You could say, will you get me a voucher for that barber's and I'll go and have a wet shave? What a lovely treat that would be. So just keep that in the back of your mind. So yeah, and there's something that, it's something that you've let go of or felt unsure about returning to. This might just be a gentle place to begin for you, not as a luxury, but to support your everyday health and well-being. It's a small step and it helps you feel more connected, more cared for, and more like yourself, how you want to be. It's about how we want to show up in the world, not the only way that we can show up in the world. These small things can carry more impact than we expect, and they're allowed to be part of your life. You deserve it. I deserve it. It's just keeping us well. So have a think about that. Speak to your family, speak to your neighbours, find out who goes where, because that's going to make all the difference as well. And then when you've done it, or if you do it already, put something in the comments, share it with us, tell us what your experience is, because I love finding out what other people do and enjoy. It's a really good thing to do. And I could actually, thinking on my feet, I could go and have a look at some complementary therapies and see what's available and what the benefits are for us who are managing long-term conditions. So I'll put that on my list of videos to do and have a look at that. But I'll definitely do one with the reflexology. In fact, I could even film it so that you can see exactly what we're doing and the benefits of it. I'm happy for Susan to talk about my condition and how it helped me. So yeah, go and enjoy it and let us know how you get on. Okay, and I'll see you next time. Bye.